Alright, what's up? It's gonna be like my little first thing I'm gonna do right here. So like, I really don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I don't know if I'm gonna like post it to like, I don't know, Instagram or like YouTube or something like that. I don't know, maybe podcast. But like, this is just gonna be something where I'm gonna ask people to give me some things to talk about, questions, discussions, anything really. I'll talk about anything. And my plan is to not talk as fast as I usually do because like I usually talk pretty fast. So like, let's just get into it. All right. So the first one is for today. We're gonna do opinion on if true love is real. Ain't that a doozy? All right. Well, this is my opinion. No one else has to agree with this, but this is just my thinking with it. I feel like, in my opinion, that I feel like everybody has one person that they are meant to be with. Everybody has that one person that they are destined to be with this person. But I also feel like at the same time that there are people in the world that we still can connect with. Like we can still be with that person, but it might not be our one person. Like I feel like, and I feel like sometimes you can mess that up. I feel like sometimes you can screw up the person you're destined to be with. Like it's not for sure. It's not going to be something that's going to be 100%. Like that's going to happen. But that's the person that is destined to be with you. It's someone that grows the whole life saying like who's going to be the one. That's person. That's the one. But you can still screw that up in the same place. You can mess up. You can lie. You can cheat. Any of that sin. Like I go back to the Bible when I say this. Like I feel like everybody. No one is destined to be like just moving around with a lot of girls. Like no one. That's my true opinion. I do not feel like anybody is destined to live alone. I don't feel like anybody's destined to live in poverty. I don't feel like that is something that you are set to do in your life. I feel like the decisions you make as a person, no matter what your environment or anything like that, I feel like the decisions you make as a person affects how you end up in life. I really do. I feel like you can do a girl wrong and have her think different about you, and you maybe that should have been that one person. That's why I always preach to always treat people, women for one, but treat everybody with respect. Everybody deserves respect, so why don't they get it? That's what I don't get is how some people deserve respect and they don't get it, but they don't do anything to not get it. But on the same topic with that, people that don't get respect and know they don't get respect, but still go back to the same people, the people who didn't give them respect, the people who didn't respect who they were, to just get heartbroken again. I don't understand that. I don't understand when people go for the same type of guys. They know they're gonna screw them over, but like, oh, this one's gonna be different. But those people are who they are. Those people are. That's who they are. So they're not gonna change. They're not gonna change for one person. I hate how people say that you can change someone, how they think, how they feel. That's a complete false statement. You cannot change someone. You can encourage change. You can encourage evolving into someone better. You can encourage that, even bad. You can encourage someone to go worse. But you cannot change someone by themselves. You can support their change. That person has to make a decision for themselves to change as a person. Like you cannot do that. They are who they are because that's who they are. That's who they're meant to be. If they want to have that to change, if they want to be a better person, that's on them. They can't rely on other people to do it. This is not lit on tangent off like true love and all that, but we'll get back. But something that kind of sticks out to me, Will Smith, I'm not going to do it quote by quote because I don't know it quote by quote, but Will Smith said, you should be a happy person by yourself. And I should be a happy person by myself individually. I should be happy with and without you. But when we come together, we share that happiness together. It is selfish. This one gets me all the time. It is selfish to expect someone to bring you your own happiness. It's selfish. And that's like the realest thing I've ever heard, because people expect you to bring them happiness, bring them to the promised land of all happiness and joy. It doesn't work like that. You have to accept yourself before you can accept anybody else, even for them to help you. You cannot love someone. This is something my mom always told me. You cannot love someone if you cannot love yourself. Think about that. If you cannot love yourself, the person, the body, the soul that you are born with, how are you going to be able to love someone else? How? Like, this is something that you have to love yourself, or what? This is all you got. When everybody else goes, everybody else isn't around. This right here is all you got. So how are you not going to be able to love yourself, but you're going to try to love someone else? You're going to try to give everybody everything you have, but you can't give that to yourself. How does that work? I don't understand that. In the past, I have not always been fond of myself. Like, in the past, like, I love myself now because I've grown to be who I am, and I love who I am. But in the past, I never liked who I was. I always thought I was different. I couldn't fit in. And it was true. I didn't fit in. I wasn't just like everybody else. But instead of being upset and depressed about that, I turned into more of a, okay, I can't be like anybody else. Now what? Like, I'm going to stick out in a good way, not in a bad way. I will stick out and be someone that no one else is not. I will be rare. I will be special. Like, that's how I took it. I ended up growing, and like, I love who I am now because I am an outspoken person. If I see something unjust, I'm going to tell you that is wrong. No matter what you say, no matter how you come at it, no matter if you hit me or something like that, I'm still going to say what I think is right, because I'm not just going to let things slide. I'm not. That's who I am as a person. And I feel like that has come through me being able to love myself. So before you even try to go out and find that true love of yours, because I really honestly think, I honestly 100% believe that person is out there for you. They are. You might have already met them. You might have already messed things up with them. But there is always that one person that you are destined to be with. But see, that's where this thing's a little tricky. So you have one person to be destined to be with. But does that person have the same person? Does that make any sense? Does your one person, girl, boy, whatever, your husband or wife, have that same person that you're destined to be with? Are you guys destined to be with each other? Or is it one goes this way and one goes the other way? That's something to think about. I personally, honestly think that the man and the woman are supposed to be destined to be with together. Something brings them to a point where you are set up to be with this person. You are. I honestly feel like you are set up to be with this person. But I also feel like there are bumps on the way on purpose. God doesn't give you a straight road. God gives you twists, curves, bumps. Like, he gives you everything in the way for a purpose. The reason you have all that is because what you're gonna learn when you date, you learn what you want, how you want it. Like, you learn what you want in a person and what you want from yourself to give to that person. That's what you get. You learn that's what you want. So going through heartbreak and just anger and all that in relationships, it is awful. It's awful at times, but it grows. It grows you as a person and how you like things and how you want it. It does. It grows your thought process and how you think things should be for you, which is going to be completely different than everybody else, or it could be the same. I don't know. It depends how specific you are. But the reason we do all this, in my opinion, is to grow as people. Think about this. Think about you came out of college, high school, whatever, and you go right into the person. You know you are destined to be this person. This is the person you're destined to be with, and you try to be with them right off the bat. What do you learn? How are you going to get through arguments if you've never been in an argument before? And this is the person you're supposed to destined to be with. There's no There's no makeups. There's no do-overs. This is who you are supposed to be with, who you're supposed to die with, who you're supposed to grow old with, who you're supposed to have a family with. This is who it is. And you don't know how to respond to different things. Think about this. Dating and going through this kind of stuff younger. I'm not saying like this young. Like I'm 17. I'm saying more like early 20s. That's when that really picks up. Like that's when you learn what you want, how you want it, how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tough. That kind of stuff is tough to think about. It really is. How you want to portray yourself. You know? Like I don't know. I really just feel like we're put on these situations for a purpose. And I feel like true love is there for you. But you can't just sit on your butt and expect it to happen for you. You can't. You have to take initiative and go out and get it. You know what I mean? Like you have to go out and find that person. You have to go out and date and find out what you want. Don't like screw people over because that's stupid. That gives no respect. Everybody deserves respect, and that gives no respect to anybody you're talking to. What? How does that show you as a person when you go out and you just screw over a bunch of people? How does that make you feel? Like, does that make you feel good when people do that? Like, I'm not the type of person. I'm the very type of person where I'm setting on this one person, and this one person is going to get all my attention. That's just how I was raised. That's just who I am. Other people want to just tell the same thing to different people and to see which ones work out. What is the point in that? How are you going to find the person you are destined to be with if you're just screwing around everybody else? I don't understand that. But I really do feel like there's one person destined to be with you. And I also feel like that this doesn't just start, okay, at 20, you're going to start looking. Like, no, you start looking the first time when you're in a relationship, no matter how young, 7th, 8th grade, I don't know when you start dating. But when you get in a relationship, that's when you first start. You're like, okay, what's this? Okay, I mean, I don't really like how she does this. Ooh, I would like someone that did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you learn that from a young age, and that sticks with you. When you think it's like, okay, this person right here, okay, they have this, don't have that, and like that's really important to me. But it's your priorities. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's personality higher than looks to you. And that is, for me, personality is everything. If you don't have a personality, then I can't be with you because it's too boring. People like personality is such a high standard for me as of now. Absolutely, after going through things, personality and being shy. Being shy is okay, but being able to show who you are and not hide it, not be fake. That's a huge part for me. Lying is a huge part for me. But it can be different for other people. And maybe your true love, your soulmate, the person you're supposed to be with, could be different. Maybe their ideas could be different. But it matches you. And you may not even ever find this person. You may not even find, that's my actual 100% fact. You may not even ever find this perfect person you're supposed to be with. But that doesn't mean finding other people that get to that is a bad thing. Like, you can end up with someone that you might not want to be, that you might not have thought you would be with, because it's not who you were destined to be with, but you're happy with them. That happens. That definitely happens. I definitely feel like there's one person that you are supposed to be with, but stuff happens in life. Stuff happens. It just does, and life doesn't always go the way you hope it to be. So I really, honestly feel like you can end up with anybody. It depends on your choices and how you do it. God has a plan for everybody, but not all those plans meet the same path. Like, not like, I want to marry this person. Well, maybe God's thinking something different. Maybe God has a different thing over here for you, and you have to go that way because that is what's best for you. God, He knows what's best for you. So you have to always remember that. So my opinion overall, if true love is real, I feel like true love and your true soulmate is out there for you. I'm not going to say you're always going to end up with it. I'm not saying that it's going to always happen. But I definitely feel like there's one person out there for you. And my advice to you is go out and get it. Don't sit on your butt and just wait for them. Like, go out and get them. They're waiting for you. I know this is just kind of like sentimental and all that, but just go out and get it. Like, find out what you want and then go out and find that. What you want is who this soulmate is, okay? You don't have multiple soulmates, and you might not even end up with your soulmate, but go out and find them. Find them. They're looking for you too, I promise you that. They're looking for you too. But that's just my opinion on if true love is real. I feel like that true love is real, but your decisions and the things you do will implement if that ends up happening in your life. Your decisions make up your life. God already knows what's going to happen. He does. He has a plan set for you, but you don't know. You have these grindy roads, these curves, and you just don't know what's going to happen yet, and that's okay. I always have to preach myself that being scared and being confused is okay. You don't know where you're going, but you know that what you're doing is right. All right. So that's just the little first thing. I get another one. Maybe later, the next one, for the next episode, whatever, the next podcast, YouTube channel, video, whatever, it's gonna be about abortion. So that should be fun. Oh, my opinions are gonna be something people are not always gonna agree with. But that's the beauty of the show. I'm just going to say my opinions. You guys can give me feedback. You guys can hate me. I really don't care because I'm just who I'm going to be. And if you love it, great. If you don't, what can you do? All right. I'm signing off here. All right. This was Talks with Smitty. I'm Smitty. And peace.